Hi, Jessica Lee with Regalix Media. I'm here at the Sensors Conference speaking with Eric, CEO of ObjectSpectrum. Eric, I know we met before at the IoT conference, and you had a lot of interesting things to say. And I think here at the Sensors Conference, we're seeing a lot of common projects going on. So share with us your thoughts about the industry and what you're doing to help accelerate the development.
All right. Well, this particular show obviously has been around for a long time, and just in the last couple of years, I've been coming to it, I guess, for maybe the last 3 years, and just in the last couple of years, I've really seen more and more focus on the IoT aspects, which makes sense because, this show is about sensors, and obviously IoT devices usually have sensors in them. So, but there's more people here exhibiting, and I think there's maybe a higher on the stack level of person that's attending, not just the people that are actually looking for the low-level hardware, but also people that are looking for solutions up the chain. So I love the IoT industry because for most verticals, it's a greenfield opportunity. There's certainly companies and industries that have been doing things that would fall into that IoT category for quite some time. But if you look at what's possible now, from a cost standpoint, from a connectivity standpoint, from an accessibility standpoint, the number of available applications that can be deployed today is, an order of magnitude higher than even 5 years ago.
What are some of the exciting projects you're working on then in the IoT space?
Yeah. So my company specifically focuses on the application layer. So as you know, the IoT stack is a very, very deep stack. Everything from the hardware itself down the sensors, a lot of this show, all the way up to the application and the user interface. And that's where we work, is at the application user interface, basically helping to accelerate that development, allowing the applications to have easier maintainability, and also allowing easier integration with third-party services. Because, again, we're back to this thing that almost all IoT applications will make use of multiple different types of services to build the entire application. Right. So a lot of what we are doing right now is in precision agriculture. There's a huge swell of interest on that front. Industrial IoT, and this is everything from fairly simple monitoring of equipment that has no existing sensor or IoT capability to very sophisticated monitoring equipment that has a lot of that built in for things like predictive maintenance and quality control and that type of thing. So just 100 different applications like that. A lot of applications that in one way or the other are doing some kind of tracking, and that could be your traditional GPS type tracking where you have assets or vehicles over a large area. It could be precious cargo tracking where you are shipping something. You may not have cellular connectivity. You may not have even GPS capability because it's inside a metal container. And so these get into some very interesting technologies of how to track that cargo and how to report that information. And then also in building applications too. Okay.
If I have an idea and a product that I would like to develop, an IoT product in building for consumers, then next step would be to maybe work with your team in developing this prototype and try to go to market.
Yeah, so we get customers from two different places, basically. So one is we have a number of partners that are what I would call your traditional engineering firms. These are the people that are actually building hardware, they're doing industrial design, they're doing circuit board layouts, they're developing firmware, but they typically don't do application development. That's beyond their typical scope. So a lot of our customers will come to us through that channel, okay? In that case, a lot of the initial engineering work has been done, and we'll focus almost exclusively at the application level. Okay. We also get customers just through our own marketing and that type of thing that come directly to us, okay? So we don't build the hardware. We don't do the wireless connectivity and that type of thing. But what we do is we will bring the right partners to the table, people with particular expertise, people that have some strength in whatever the customer wants to do. And then we play in that way kind of a consulting role, but ultimately we'll let the customer make their own choices when it comes to those other levels.
Excellent.
And it's interesting because there's, like I said earlier, this is a greenfield situation for most companies
and
today.
You've been very successful at several companies, so you
I have,
know what you're saying.
I have, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I've started a lot of companies. And in fact, I got into this and basically developed this particular piece of software that we use today because I was an angel, and I am an angel investor, and I was doing angel investing and mentoring with a number of IoT-related startups. Right. They all went out and basically contracted out their software development to a traditional software contracting company. Right. It didn't go well. And so I said, there's got to be a better way to do this. Okay. I did a lot of research and really I couldn't find a solution that was really designed for large-scale application development and basically taking a big part of the risk out of that process because it's very, very expensive and very risky to build an entirely brand new application from scratch.
Right. And you have a partnership with Know Things to do that device simulation for testing large scale.
That's a whole other thing. And again, not that a company couldn't go out and work directly with Know Things. They certainly can, but that's a good example of what we've done within our software is we have integrated, literally over 100 different third-party services into one common environment so that to use the Know Things technology, which is great for early prototyping, it's great for at-scale simulation, it's great for testing and troubleshooting things in the field, and being able to say, oh, well, a customer is reporting this. Well, how do we simulate that at scale? Well, so Know Things is really great for that, but it's a good example of the kind of things that our environment does is Know Things is just an option that you can turn on. You don't have to go and integrate with it. You don't have to really know all of the technical details of how Know Things works.
It's like a platform you're offering already.
Exactly. And again, I hate to use the word platform because it's one of those words that means everything and nothing at the same time. So we did originally use the term platform, and I could say that our software is a platform, but we've really changed to calling it a application development environment.
Development.
Yes, because the term platform, it literally, if you ask 10 people in this room what a platform is, you're going to get 11 different answers.
Okay, so, great to see you again, Eric.
Great to see you, Jessica.
Look forward to hearing more about your product.
It's exciting.
Yes.
So, all right, thank you very much.